Hi, this is Brian Redband, and we are talking about the LG Dare. This time we're going to talk about the camera features. This is the best camera cell phone I have ever used, period. I've used a lot of them, too. It's got a 3.2 megapixel camera lens. It's got a super bright LED flash that you can use during video recording. It will stay on, and the flash is very powerful and does not really destroy the camera, or it's far enough from the lens not to screw with that. What I'm talking about is, on some phones, let's talk about the Envy, the flash is right next to the camera lens, and every time you use a photo, or you take a photo with a flash, the light would go into the lens and kind of screw up the whole picture. So what I'm saying is the flash on the Envy is notorious for just destroying pictures if you use it. This doesn't have that problem, LG Dare. So how you get to the camera, you push this top button on the top and it automatically takes you into the camera mode. Now this top button on the top is the only thing I hate about the camera. Meaning when you take a picture, say like I'm taking a picture of this Mario mushroom, you hold down this button on the top right halfway and it focuses, and then you're supposed to push it again to take the photo. The only problem with that is when you're holding it halfway, it's and then you push it again, when you push it again, it automatically takes, so you kind of move the camera, which makes you kind of get it out of focus. It's also really hard to tell when you're supposed to hit that button again, especially when you're turning the phone around trying to take a picture of you and yourself. You're like, okay, is it focusing? Blah, blah. I don't like that. A lot of times you find yourself, because if you hold down this button, you go into camcorder mode. A lot of times you find yourself like holding it down the focus, and then it goes into camcorder mode, and you're like, and it's really annoying. The other thing I don't like about it is, oops, let's go back. Alright, the camera does have a lot of settings. If you push this, you have, like your flash settings, your autofocus settings, then you also have these settings down here for like shutter sounds, and you can change your ISO settings. You could actually do a lot of cool things. A couple of the problems, though, is every time you pick something, say like for a fact that every time you take a photo, you want face detection on. This is a feature that detects the face and adjusts the flash and ISO settings in order to take a better photo, so the flash doesn't overpower the picture. So say like you hit on face detection, right? For a fact that you want to always use that. Another thing is that for a fact that you always want the highest resolution. A few of these things, once you set them, like the face detection, the smart pick, which automatically, does automatic settings for you of some sort. So say like you, a couple days later, you use your camera again. You go back into the settings, and face detection is now turned off. So you find yourself, it's really annoying, and hopefully Verizon does a software update. You find yourself always having to come back in here and redo settings that you've already done before. Some of them stick, like I guess the size sticks, like of how big you want your photos, but a lot of them don't. One of the most annoying ones is turning flash on auto. Come on. I always want my flash on auto. If it needs a flash, use a flash. I don't care. That should stick. I shouldn't have to come out of here after just choosing auto and then going back in here and seeing it turn back off again. That is annoying. Okay. So anyways, the camera works great. You focus. You try to hit the button. Blah, blah, blah. Takes an awesome photo. The best thing, though, is not the camera, is the camcorder. A camcorder, can you believe it? The iPhone still does not have a camcorder. Not yet. Even the new iPhone doesn't have a camcorder announced. Not yet. But I'm sure it's going to happen. They're stupid not to. But the camcorder actually has really cool features. It's got high quality recording. It records You can record up to 640 by 480. It also has something called high rate. What it does is it does 120 frames a second. That's insane. Now, it doesn't do it on the highest quality setting. It doesn't do it on 640 by 480. I believe it does it by 480 by 240 or whatever the step down is. But what that means is that you can take video and it does it and replay it in slow motion. So, like, as an example, this is what it would look like if I were going past this really fast. And it's really neat. So, like, if you're filming somebody, jogging, it would look like this when you play it back, just like super slow motion. And it's really cool for some fun effects. Yes, it's fun effects, but it's still pretty cool. Now, the quality-wise, for the regular video camera, is actually really good. Here's a video I took of Joe Rogan talking about this phone, because he's a huge texter.
All these fucking gay phones come out, they can't do everything right. They do one thing right or the other. This one takes great pictures, but the texting is gay. Some of them, they have great texting, but the pictures are gay. Get your shit together, cell phone people.
So the video quality is really good. The photo quality is amazing. Look, this is a picture I took on the beach. Look how sharp and clear that is for a cell phone picture. That is amazing. Also, another cool feature it does is panoramic shots. What it does is some cameras do this, where it makes you take a photo here, then a photo here, then a photo here, and then the camera takes those 3 photos and puts it into one long panoramic shot. And it uses software to kind of line up everything. Well, most of the time it does an job, but this is the first time I've ever used it where it does an amazing job. Look at this. Alright, so this is 3 pictures I took at Zuma Beach in California. If my internet would work. Anyways, this is 3 photos I took in California. You can't even tell where the 3 photos are taken. And actually, it goes more than that. Oops. Look at that. You can't tell the 3 photos. That is amazing. For a cell phone, that is insane. So, LG Dare, you might not be the best. There might be a couple annoying features, like Verizon. If you, for some reason, are watching this, please fix this thing. I don't want to have to hold down the button halfway to autofocus and then accidentally go into camcorder mode. Make it so camcorder mode I have to touch something on the screen. Don't do that, because what I find myself doing is not knowing if it's focusing or what, and I'm pushing the button. It's really annoying and clunky. Also, if you could fix the software bugs in the settings menus and have them stick, so next time I use my camera, the flash will still be turned on. That would be awesome. Other than that, though, I rate the camera features and the video features of the LG Dare a 5 out of 5. This is the most amazing cell phone for video and camera, period. And that, my friend, is the only reason that I would recommend this phone. It is that good. So if you are a big camera phone guy and a big video camera guy, highly recommend this phone. And the iPhone doesn't do MMS. It doesn't send photos and videos using MMS. This does. This is Brian Redband with the LG Dare saying, if you're looking for a good camera and camcorder, highly recommend the LG Dare. Thank you.